Back with Bobby and JJ Radio.
Again.
I've known this young girl for a very long time. She's finally agreed to hang out with us. I want to thank her for that. Her name is Blanca Abbud. She's with TriNet. She's been in the industry for 5 years. In the industry, she's a 2-times President Club winner and 2-times President Circle. She's a juggernaut. Blanca, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Hi, everybody. I'm excited to be here.
So let's talk about TriNet.
Yep.
What is TriNet? Who do y'all service and what do y'all do?
Right. So TriNet is the second largest PEO. Mm-hmm. And just to clear that up, what that means is professional employer organization. Mm-hmm. So we basically help the employees for business owners. We are essentially their HR company, their HR department. Mm-hmm. They outsource that role and function to us, as well as we are their payroll provider. We help them set up all their payroll accounts, pay their employees. We also provide group benefits and risk management services.
So these are larger companies.
That's a good question. So I actually focus on, my target market is small to medium-sized small businesses. So we do anywhere from 10 employees to about 300 is my target market.
Because at what point does a company need a human resources department?
So I start seeing it at above 300 employees. Usually at above 300, anywhere from 500 and up, they hire their own HR director. They'll have their own HR generalist. And that's where it really makes sense to even at some point become self-insured on health benefits and workers' compensation. So I see it at about 300 employees and up is where that department is actually handled within the company.
And before that, you outsource it.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the best thing for some business owners to focus on what they focus on and let you focus on everything else.
Correct. That's
so
exactly right.
Let's talk about the group health benefits and healthcare strategies. Walk us through that. We're business owners. Walk us through how you would help us with something like that.
Yeah, so one of the things that I do is I specialize in healthcare strategy. So I help business owners control costs around their health benefits and their comprehensive package. So when you go on and you start working for a company and they present you a benefit offering, that's what I help do. I help them develop that offering as well as develop the strategy behind what plans they're going to offer and what benefits. Now, keep in mind that benefits is part of their compensation, and the real reason to even offer benefits is to attract and retain talent to a company. Right. So that's what I help them do.
And so walk us through, I know you do a lot of consulting, walk us through being a new client with you and TriNet.
Yeah, so not every company is a good fit for TriNet. So what I do is I do a discovery meeting to kind of assess needs, evaluate the business and kind of the direction of the business. I get a lot of clients that are in growth mode. So if I see a company that's saying, hey, we're in growth mode, we want to grow. We're at 10 employees right now, but this year we're going to hire another 20 or 30 employees. Those are really ideal clients for us because they're in rapid growth mode. They don't have the time to hire an HR director to start making all these departments. They want to hit the ground running kind of thing. So I do a lot of startups. I also do a lot of businesses that have been around for a long time. And after we do the discovery meeting, we kind of go in through what's called a proposal or financial stage. At that point, we evaluate their needs. We look at it financially and look to see if it would make financial sense for us to partner, whether we're saving them money, we're controlling costs, we're stabilizing costs. And so we get into the financial aspect of it. So one, it has to make business sense, and two, it has to make financial sense for a client to work with us. Once they partner up with us and they're like, it makes sense, we want to move forward, then I walk them through an implementation, and really essentially it's a project that we undertake, and we kind of bring them on board at that point.
What would make somebody not a good fit for you?
It just depends. Somebody that either has too many employees or not enough employees. Mm-hmm. Really below 10 employees doesn't make sense a lot of times to hire a company like ours. Mm-hmm. So maybe if they're too small, that type of thing. I have also run into situations where the company's actually doing very well. They control their costs very well. They've shopped the market. They're very savvy. They have the right people in place in the right places. So at those times, I have to say, hey, you're doing a great job. Your costs are low. I did not find anything in the evaluation or anything that would make financial sense for you to move forward. So at that time, I kind of give them a pat on the back and say, you're doing a good job.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah.
Girl, you're from El Paso like I am.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because you were wearing shoes.
Oh, okay.
And I see you were bio and chemistry. Maybe how'd you get into this type of business?
Yeah, so I graduated from UTEP. My undergrad is in biology and chemistry, and I was pre-med, so that was the career plan.
Sure.
It then changed, and I ended up not going to medical school, but just recently in 2016, I was able to finish my master's in business administration, and I got a concentration in healthcare. So still kind of trying to keep it in the science and healthcare industry.
I love it. While we still have you, let's talk about, I know you have a lot of passions. You're on all these boards. You have some events coming up in February. Let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so I really want to tell you guys about two big events that are happening in February. The first one is February 7th, and that is for business professionals of San Antonio, and for short we call it BPSA. So we're having our business networking mixer at Scoozy's on 1604 at 5:30 to 7:30, and again, it's February 7th, which is next Wednesday. And then another big event is Fandango Under the Stars. That's February 24th, and that is a Catholic Charities event. That event,
my favorite.
It's your favorite charity, and that event goes to support the Guadalupe Home. It's their annual fundraiser, and for those people that don't know what the Guadalupe Home is, it is the only homeless shelter for single mothers here in San Antonio.
Wow.
And
so that is February 24th, and that's Fandango Under the Stars. And then if you're a networking person like me, you're going to go to a business networking event on February 7th at Scoozy's off 1604. Miss Blanca Abbud. If you want to get a hold of her, if you have this 10 to 300 employee company, call her at 210-643-9431. Again, that's 643-9431. Be right back with Bobby and JJ Radio.